From there,
но вот эти отстойники, это вот не вот отстойники общественных сооружений. Да или нет?
Да.
Ну вот то, что мы вчера смотрели, радиальные отстойники.
Потому что я поняла, что после этих еще есть вот такой вот бассейн, где стоит вода, и после этого накопитель, да.
Это же он не выполняет функцию очистки.
Просто.
Ведущий гидролог северо-западного управления, город Санкт-Петербург, Калиушка Александр Васильевич.
Hello, my name is Jay Neal. I'm from Atkins and I'm an environmental scientist. And we are here today with Eurochem and the John Neurman Foundation. And we're here with the institute from the Hydromet in Russia to monitor the water quality in the River Luga here.
Well, there are three elements to the work. So obviously one of the most important elements is to do an independent analysis or audit of the sampling process, which is what we're doing. So we're taking duplicate samples and we're going to get those analysed separately. Okay. Fred is our process engineer over there. So Fred is looking at the treatment process and looking at the efficiency and the way it's operated for the surface water runoff. And I'm looking at the surface water runoff capture process as well. So that we have sort of three elements to the project, and Jay over there, Jay Neal, is looking at the monitoring aspects. So we've got process engineer, surface water runoff, and monitoring.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we bring it all together. In a study.
And
okay.
And they will gather their samples.
Yes, they will gather the samples, and they're going to gather the duplicate samples that we need to get analysed independently.
And what's the purpose of this apparatus?
This apparatus here is to monitor flow in the river. So it's an acoustic Doppler device. So it's quite a clever device to monitor
the direction of the flow.
Yes, and to monitor the actual flow itself in meters cubed per second. So it's important when you're wanting to quantify your load going down the river, potentially of phosphorus. You need the concentration, so you need to measure its chemical concentration, but you also need to know the flow in the river as well.
Yeah.
Because that affects how it's transported.
What are your expects of today's work?
That's a difficult question. I mean, we need to firstly we need to ensure that we do everything properly and we collect the samples correctly, and that everything goes according to plan, and then we get those samples analysed. So we will then do a comparison between the samples that we have analysed and the samples that are collected by Hydromet here. So it's important that we get the sampling right, and we do that. And then today, Fred and I are still understanding more and more about how the plant operates and how the runoff is collected. So we're learning more and more, and we will do an evaluation of the system. We've supported that with, we've been given a lot of data as well. Phosphorus have been very good at giving us all the data that we need and require to do the assessment. So we'll be looking at the plant, and we'll be combining that with the information and the data that we've been given to do the assessment.
Yeah, okay. And how long will the analyzing of the samples take?
Well, hopefully the laboratory should be able to get the results back from the analysis relatively quickly, within perhaps a few weeks to us. Fred and I will be writing up our report in the next couple of months, because we need to look at the data as well at the same time.
Yeah,
so we're looking to produce our first report towards the middle of December, but the monitoring and the sampling will be ongoing. So it's important to get samples over a 1 year period. So we're sampling today, we're coming back to sample again in January, and then possibly again in April, and then perhaps in June, July. So we've then collected 4 sets of samples at the same time as they're being collected. Yeah, seasonal. Yeah, it's important to have seasonal data when you're monitoring.